Alright everybody, we're getting ready to do one of the biggest fire ant pours I've ever done. But before we get into that, let me show you some of the preparations before we get out in the field and actually start pouring liquid aluminum to make a fire ant art. Alright, those beautiful fire ant art creations don't come easy, and I'm going to show you some of the steps I go through to make them. First, some of y'all have seen some of my videos, or some of y'all may not have, so I'm going to kind of run through it and show you the entire process. First thing I do is make a kiln, and that's right here. This is a homemade kiln made from a trash can. Here's the top right here that goes on it, and what this will do, we'll put a fire through the inlet right here using propane gas right there, and it will heat up my crucible, which is right here. This is the one I've been using right here, to about 1300 degrees. Aluminum melts at 1300 degrees, and it will make liquid aluminum and will pour it inside of a fire ant hole. Now you gotta be careful. I've had some failures. This is with my old crucible. I got it too hot and burned a hole right in it. Steel melts at about 1500 degrees, so you can't get it that hot. 1300 to 1500 you got to get it to, but can't get it too hot because it will actually melt. It'll turn bright red hot. It'll still do that. Now, what we got to use? Safety. We got all kind of leather aprons, leather gloves, face shields, protection equipment. This stuff is dangerous. Liquid aluminum, when you get a liquid metal, if you get a little bit of water, it will blow up. You got to be really careful. Don't try this at home. Don't even try it. It's very dangerous, but somebody's got to do it. The Gigmaster's got to do it. But you do have to take a lot of safety precautions. Gene's going to help me out today, and he's a good safety guy. He kind of keeps an eye on me, make sure I got everything right and all. So, but what it takes to start with, aluminum. Let's check that out. I got people, sometimes I buy aluminum, sometimes a lot of people give me aluminum. That's actually a step ladder, as y'all can see it right there. And I actually have to cut each piece down so it will fit inside of my crucible. So that's what I've done with saws and cutting tools and all to get it down to a point that they will fit inside. Some of this is just sheet metal and all kind of crazy stuff. Now y'all may have seen on a previous video that I had like, 15 bags of cans. Aluminum cans, but cans make a mess. Cans got a lot of trash in them. They actually coated with a plastic. They got other material in them. And when you melt cans down, you end up with a lot of debris floating in your liquid aluminum. You got to clean it out, so it takes time. So I got rid of all those before I went out on site because I don't want to spend a lot of time doing that. When I'm on site pouring liquid aluminum into the fire ant holes, I want to be real clear and be fast. I don't want to have to clean and do all that stuff. Got those melted. These should be pretty clean. This type of stuff won't have very little trash in it. I do have some somewhere. Oh, I think it's up in here. Here's another whole container. This is an old radiator, aluminum radiator. Some parts in here, and this right here came off of a lawnmower, and this is what's called cast aluminum. That seems like it has some trash in it sometimes, maybe some kind of sand or something. I don't know, but that gives me a little bit of trash. But these are old chairs, beach chairs and stuff there. So get aluminum from all kind of places. This is when I melted those other ones down, and I've been melting it down for like almost a year. This is all aluminum nuggets. I put them in aluminum nuggets like this. They're easy to load up in my crucible to melt. So as you can see, we got multiple containers full of that. Here's a plate I had from last year. I never cut it in half. I finally cut it in half to use that. It's tough to cut this aluminum, like especially when it's that thick. It's really, really hard to cut. Let's get that in there. We're going to load all this up in the car and take it to on site. Gene's going to be there with his truck too, helping me. But what we'll do is we don't have 110 volts out there in the field, so what I got is an inverter that I will hook up under my hood right here that will give me 110 power to run a vacuum. What we'll do is we'll take the vacuum and suck out some of the top of the fire ant hill, and then when you pour it in there, it'll make like a concave where when you take it out, it'll flip over and sit down on it. That's my hope anyway. But anyway, I don't want to give y'all a quick view of what we got going on here. We're getting ready to load up right now and get started. It's gonna be a long day. Y'all ready? All right, stay tuned. I'll have the video after this one that will show actually getting on site, how we set up, and actually start pouring fire ant art. Stay tuned. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster.